Alrighty, well, hello sinners. How are ya? On today's installment of the Letterboard of Truth, our quote of the day is... Hey, don't do that, because we're gonna be saying that a lot today. Unfortunately, I need to figure out a better placement for the Letterboard of Truth. Some say that love is one of the greatest feelings, but what is love? Baby, don't hurt me? Love is patient. Love is kind. Shout out to the man upstairs. Love is exciting. It's euphoric. It's magical. Or, if you're a nerd, love is just a chemical reaction in our brains that produces high levels of dopamine and norepinephrine. Love is something many of us chase our whole lives, and if we're lucky, we'll experience it with the right person. But love doesn't come without its pitfalls. Fights, long distance, mistrust, infidelity are all factors that can affect a romantic connection. I mean, we've all seen those memes that are like you versus the person they tell you not to worry about. The last thing most of us want is to be the other person in a relationship, or as it's more commonly referred to in the media, the other woman. Unfortunately, for some, the other woman in your relationship can be your own mother. Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Hey, Let's Not Kiss Our Family. I'm so sorry in advance. Today, we'll be taking a look at a hit TLC show called I Love a Mama's Boy. TLC is a controversial TV network known for their numerous questionable programs. From exploiting little girls to making a spectacle out of disabled individuals, all the way to platforming terrible parents who enable their public son, TLC is not known for their integrity. We can now add emotional incest to the list. Yay! So we'll be watching a segment from the very first episode of I Love a Mama's Boy, released in 2020. Somebody submitted this idea to my Google form, which is always linked in the description, so we can thank this anonymous sinner for the emotional trauma we'll be enduring today. Dating an extreme mama's boy is the mother of all problems. A mom's coddling and spoon-feeding can lead to a serious romantic crisis. These young women compete for the affection of their significant others with their significant mothers. For those who may not be familiar with the concept of a mama's boy is a boy or man who is excessively influenced by or attached to his mother. Some signs that you're dating or married to a mama's boy include: his mother's wish is his command, he wants daily or nearly daily contact with his mom, he always chooses her over his spouse or children, he never moved far away from his mom or even still lives with her, he has trouble making decisions without his mom, he expects you to take care of him in the same ways that she does, and lastly, he has financial ties to his mother. Being a mama's boy is one extreme way that mommy issues presents itself in men, while the other extreme is men being completely detached from their mothers. So, yeah, mommy issues, am I right? But before we embark on today's episode of Hey, Let's Not Kiss Our Family, we have a word from today's sponsor. Well, technically many words, because that's how an ad read goes. You can't Hey, come here for a sec. Does this shirt look different to you? Let me know. We all experience feelings of anxiety and being overwhelmed. These feelings can make it hard to shift gears and get in the mood for some much needed me time, if you will. But with today's sponsor, Dipsea, you can focus on what makes you feel good. If you've never heard of them, Dipsea is an app filled with hundreds of short, sexy audio stories designed by women for women. They bring scenarios to life with a variety of immersive soundscapes and characters. Find stories about that intriguing coworker with a British accent, hooking up with your hot yoga instructor, or really, whatever you're into. Dipsea has a diverse selection of content for folks of any gender or sexuality. Personally, I've been loving their audio stories involving queer women, and I would highly suggest checking out Off Campus and Memory Lane. You can also hear the sexy voice of Serenus J. Jackson, ER Fightmaster, Luke Cook, and many other stories like you've never heard before. New content is released every week, so you can always find something new to explore, or you can just stick with your favorite stories, whatever gets the job done. Dipsea has sleep stories. My favorite from this collection is the summer rainstorm soundscape, wellness sessions, along with some new written stories. Dipsea can be your go-to place to spice up your me time, explore your fantasies, or try something new with a partner. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/Annamarie. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipseastories.com/Annamarie. Remember, that's dipseastories.com/Annamarie. Thank you very much to Dipsea for supporting my channel. Now let's get back to your scheduled programming. I love Mom's Boy. The clip in question we'll be reacting to is called Mom and Son Shop Saucy Lingerie Together for Valentine's Day. Matt has a very intimate relationship with his mom, Kelly, who doesn't want to share her son with Matt's girlfriend, Kim. To make things worse, the mom and son duo go shopping for saucy lingerie together. I can already tell you I'm not gonna enjoy this. Don't you love this series? Hey, let's not kiss our family. It's like being reunited with an old friend who you wish would lose your number. Let's watch. I don't like the way they were staring at us just now. This is like when you go to buy a picture frame at Michael's and this is the stock photo that you get before you replace it with the actual photo you want to display.
Today, Matt, Kim, and myself are going to get our monthly pedicures.
Mom and I have been going for a couple years now.
Off the bat, let me say something positive. I don't want this to come across like I'm praising a man for doing the bare minimum, but I applaud Matt for being secure enough in his masculinity to go get a pedicure with his mother and his girlfriend. I can acknowledge that at least. Am I gonna like Matt by the end of this video? Who knows? God does. 'Cause she's always watching.
And then Kim started tagging along.
Ooh. Miss Kelly does not look happy about that. She's like, I'm not sharing my son with anyone.
Yes. Matt and I'll sit here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
Okay.
Did you see that, like, little shove that she did? Okay, I'm being a little dramatic. The way that she, like, kind of, like, guided Kim to sit in the chair furthest away from Matt is, like, kind of shady. Oh my God. Kelly, relax. You're not gonna lose your son if he sits next to his girlfriend at the nail salon.
Always gotta sit in the middle, huh, Kelly?
Yes.
What are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get the cucumber.
I'll get that one too.
Okay, I wanted to get the cucumber one. We can't all get the cucumber.
You do lemon.
Why is Kelly telling a grown woman what she can drink? Also, don't you love how Kelly's like, Kim, get the drink that me and Matt aren't getting? As if that's like another way to other Kim in this scenario.
Ooh, champagne.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very welcome. Awesome.
Thank you.
So much.
Hope you like it. That's a nice nail salon. None of the nail salons I've gone to have ever had this kind of treatment. Probably costs like $200, but still. Really nice. I want to drink champagne while someone scrapes at my feet.
Well, cheers.
Oh, forgot you were there. Here, that's from Kim.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Logically, it would make sense if Matt just sat in the middle so he can talk to Kim and Kelly. But no, Kelly has this power dynamic going on where she needs to make Kim feel like the outcast. Not trying to make assumptions or anything, but that's what I'm getting in the first minute of this clip. Oh my God, she looks pissed too. If I were Kim, I would call an Uber right then and there because I'm not putting up with this bullshit. I can't imagine how frustrated she's feeling.
Is there any news from the architect or anything?
Yeah, he's gonna come over and we're gonna take a look at the shop and everything to get the plan going.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be cool because we're all gonna be on the same property.
Oh my God.
So for context, from the little research I did about this first episode, Kim and Matt are working on building a house together, so that's why they are talking about construction plans.
Matt and Kelly have made the decision to build a home for him and I, which is incredible. But by building, I mean converting a garage space in Kelly's backyard.
We haven't even met with an architect yet, and it seems that Matt and Kelly are so gung-ho for this idea of they're going through with it, and no matter what I say, nothing's gonna change.
So they're going to be moving into Kelly's backyard. Oh yeah, that's going to go so well. That's going to go over smoothly. Nope, no conflict whatsoever. I mean, if you're building a house for 2 people, you should probably consult with both people who will be living in that house. I know Kelly's being overbearing, but Matt is letting her step all over him and his relationship.
You're on board though with the house, like you like it now.
Financially, it makes sense, but for like you and I as a couple, I don't like.
A lot of people your age don't get a home built.
It's like, yes, they're building a home, but like they're just going to be living in a renovated garage. So is that really building a home from scratch? It just seems like a renovation project.
No, and
custom-made.
I genuinely appreciate that.
It
like in
doesn't
itself.
sound like it.
Kim's not being unappreciative. She's just asking to be more involved in the project. I don't think that's a crazy thing to ask since she'll be living in the house too.
Building the house is a great idea, and I'm happy and excited for it. I'm hoping that we can all 3 come together and find some unison in the 3 of us, I guess you could say.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, Matty boy.
So is it kind of like always your plan to like stay like near your mom?
Okay, so
Like, that's a real question. Like, I'm curious.
You took him to Santa Monica because you wanted to live by the beach.
Yeah.
That didn't work out so well, did it?
No, Matt had a really hard time living away from you.
Okay, so it
What did
shouldn't
we
even
say?
be a discussion.
They originally moved further away from Kelly, but Matt got homesick and missed Kelly, so they moved back to wherever Kelly's living. I mean, it's one thing to like miss your family. That's natural for when you move far away, but like Kelly's got a death grip on her son. Jesus Christmas.
Lost 30 pounds.
So I don't know
Because
why
I'm
we would
assuming
want to
because
do
you
that
couldn't
again.
cook for him.
No. It's not because Kim didn't cook for Matt. They moved back because Kelly didn't raise a son who can be independent and sustainable on his own. And it seems that Kelly has enabled Matt to look at Kim and expect her to take over the maternal figure role because apparently Kim is supposed to cook for him or whatever, and because allegedly she didn't, now they have to move back near Kelly. Oh my God. I don't like how they're turning it around on Kim and blaming her for why they had to move back.
I believe that our 20s are for making mistakes and really figuring things out for ourselves. But Matt tends to just go run to his mom whenever things get tough. And Matt really needs to learn how to stand on his own 2 feet because I can't live in a world that's all about Kelly all the time.
I mean, not to say that Matt can't maintain a healthy relationship with his mom. In fact, that's encouraged, but he needs to learn to stand up to his mom and not let her dictate every move in his life because clearly it's affecting Kim and her stance in this relationship. Matt just seems really childish to me. And not that it's completely his fault because Kelly has kind of raised him to be dependent on her, but like, dude, you're a grown man now. You need to learn to stand up for yourself. Stand up for the woman you love, allegedly.
Mom said she would go and help me get Kim a gift.
This looks beautiful.
I get consulting your mom for advice or insight for how to buy a woman a gift as a man, but I don't like where this is going.
I want to put a little more spark back into mine and Kim's relationship.
It's nice and all that he wants to add a spark back to the relationship, that he wants to spice up their sex life or whatnot, but if it was me and I was shopping for lingerie for my partner, my mom would be the last person I would take because you just don't do that. If I were to go lingerie shopping, I would probably go by myself or take my partner so we can pick out something she likes. This doesn't seem like a good idea for a mother-son bonding day.
Sweet home Alabama.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's certainly spicy.
Yeah? there is some intimacy that has fallen short because, you know, we do live with my mom. And she thinks that my mom sometimes...
God, she's not happy about that. Once she heard the word intimacy, oh, her face changed completely. Listen, there's gonna be ebbs and flows in a couple's sex life. That's normal. That's fine as long as you communicate and work through it together. But like, come on, Kelly, why are you getting mad that your grown adult son is having sex with his girlfriend? It's gonna happen. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
I'm Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This is my son,
Hi,
Matthew.
Matt. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
So what brings you in?
Well, my son wants to get something beautiful for his girlfriend with a little bit of razzle-dazzle for Valentine's Day.
Look at their fucking faces. If that was me, I would be horrified. Someone give these girls a raise because they're definitely not getting paid enough for this.
I was hoping that you could help us.
The silence, you can cut the tension with a knife in there. Holy shit. And he's nodding like this is a completely normal thing. Like, people don't do this. This isn't normal family bonding time. I get asking for advice from family, but there are boundaries that should not be crossed. And this is one of them.
I've been in business for 13 years. I do not have a lot of mothers and sons shopping for lingerie at my store.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Come on in. Let's
Okay,
talk.
great.
Yeah,
Thank you
let's
so
talk.
much.
That's really weird to me. But hey, I don't know.
This is not only violating the boundaries of Matt, but it's also violating the boundaries of Kim and their relationship. A mother should not have this much insight on her son's sex life.
This is stunning.
What do you think, Mom?
I like it. Wow.
I have to say, though, that is a really cute lingerie set. Not gonna lie.
Hold on, I got to show it to you.
Okay.
You want to hold it for me?
All right, let's go here.
Got it?
If I ask my mom her opinion, I'm gonna get a for sure guarantee of a good response.
Oh, they're all talking and I'd be too. Matt and Kelly are definitely gonna be the talk of the town in the work group chat.
If you had to pick, which one would you go with?
But why should you care about what your mom thinks about Kim's lingerie? If anything, you should be consulting Kim and seeing what she wants. This just doesn't seem like something your mom needs to know about. If anything, we are learning that the Oedipus complex is alive and well in the 21st century. One of these days, I'm gonna perform a seance, break out the Ouija board, and have Freud answer for the war he has waged against humanity. J Station, you're gonna help me out with that?
I do like the cheetah.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Now I'm looking at it as if I'm picking out for Kim. Personally, I like the black with the pink bow. I think that's very tasteful.
What do you think? Which one do you like?
Matt is freezing up as if he's answering a life or death question. You could tell this is one of the first times that Matt has had to decide for himself. That makes me sad. I know I've been shitting on Matt a little bit, but I am sad for him at the end of the day.
I think this one might be better. I think it's gonna make Kim feel sexier.
Sexier?
And it's different.
That's true.
Which is good.
Okay.
So, and I think she'll like that more.
Good choice, good choice.
It's spicy, elegant, so I don't think we'll have any problems.
Will you be joining them, Kelly? Is this mommy makeout content part 2? Is this gonna be like a deleted scene, a blooper on TLC? Why the f does she need to know these things? That's my question. Listen, I don't know if I plan on having kids. That is a decision I won't be making for many years. Knowing what lingerie my son is picking out for his partner is the last thing I would want to know about him.
We have...
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that is nice. She would love that.
I would love that. I'm kind of her size.
Yeah.
I could see me wearing that too.
Yeah, I can too.
Excuse me? Sir, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. When these nuts hit your face, I know some of you were gonna comment that. I beat you to the punch. How do you feel about that? Matty boy, Matt, Pat. Why are you picturing your mother in lingerie? And why is your mother trying to hijack Kim's lingerie? Who-wee? Who are we? What are we doing? What are we doing with our life?
I think let's do this. Let's get 2 of them, 1 for her, and then we'll get Kim this as well.
So I'll wrap it up for you.
So now we're buying lingerie for your mom? For Valentine's Day? Listen, I know the situation here and the mommy issues are not Matt's fault, but dude, you don't get lingerie for your mother. You don't buy lingerie for your mother. That is not something a human should be doing.
I don't know about the mom and the girlfriend wearing the same robe. I mean, I'm not a therapist or psychologist, but that's gonna be an issue, I think.
So true. This is gonna take a lot of therapy to work through. When he sees Kim wearing this robe, he's also gonna think of his mother.
So then, Mom, with doing this stuff and getting these things, that's probably kind of what we've been thinking about is the next steps for Kim and I and what we're gonna do.
Okay, so what are the next steps?
Did she steal a flower? I'm also loving the Hot Topic choker from 2009. That's very Roar XD of you, Kelly.
It would be an engagement.
I think we could think about it. When's it gonna happen?
I don't know, fairly soon.
Well, like, Kelly, this isn't a throuple. That is your son. Matt is your flesh and blood. And Kim is your son's girlfriend. She is your potential daughter-in-law if all things work out.
I was thinking about going and looking at rings.
Hey, Alexa, play That Should Be Me by Justin Bieber.
You know, Kim found a ring at Tiffany's that she likes.
Tiffany's is very expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's about $16,000 for the ring.
Yeah, Tiffany's is expensive, Matt. I would rather you get me a ring from Jared's. It's Matt's money, though. He should be able to buy a ring for his girlfriend from wherever he wants, wherever she wants, because she's the one that's going to be wearing it. That's a decision they should be coming to together. This is enmeshment at its finest, I fear.
How big is this ring?
It's a little over a carat.
Oh, okay.
So, I know it's smaller than yours, don't worry. I think she knew how high she could shoot.
What the fuck? It's obvious, but like, Kelly sees Kim as competition, which I guess why she is glad that Kim won't be wearing a nicer ring than her, which is kind of shitty in my opinion. You should be happy for your child. You should be happy that they found someone they want to spend the rest of their life with. But Miss Kelly over here, she is viewing this as a competition, which just isn't right. It isn't fair to Matt or Kim, but Matt is enabling Kelly's behavior, which is eventually going to push Kim away.
You guys are funny. Hey, as long as your son is happy, you will be happy. And as long as his wife is happy, he will be happy.
Amen. Amen to that. Thank you to the shop owner for finally being a voice of reason. Yes, she should be happy for her son.
He has 2 women to please.
Ew.
But the number 1 is gonna be his wife now.
It is?
Kelly, don't get it twisted. Don't act like you've never been married before, I assume, because she's wearing the ring on her finger. I could be wrong, though. I'm sure you're gonna remain an important person in Matt's life, but typically when a man gets married to a woman, the wife also takes priority, if not more priority, because that is his life partner. That is the woman he now lives with and will possibly raise a family with.
Da-da-dun.
Come here, I'll give you a hug. Come here. I'm sorry. But she's gonna be number 1 now. Say yes, 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 yes.
I appreciate how she's approaching this in a gentle but honest way.
I think the saleswoman should mind her own business. The nerve.
Says the woman who inserted herself in her son's sex life and went lingerie shopping with him. Those who live in glass houses should not cast the first stone.
But remember what I said, though.
What? I forgot already.
She's just like not getting it, even though this shop owner is like trying to be as gentle as possible with her. She's just like not willing to listen, unfortunately. So what are my final thoughts? I know I was harsh on Kelly for this entire video, but part of me does feel bad for her. It seems that she's not feeling satisfied fully in her own romantic life and in her own marriage, if she is married or was married. And I do feel bad for her for that, and I hope she finds what she is looking for, but what she is looking for is not in her son, and it's very unfair to him to expect him to treat you like you're his wife, because you're not. You are his mother. And as for Matt, like I said earlier, the codependency on his mother isn't completely his fault. I understand that he was raised this way. I understand that he's had to deal with Kelly's controlling behavior, I assume for most of his life, and he doesn't really know how to combat that. If anything, he enables it and allows it to affect his partner. But I think it's time for him to cut the cord, loosen the reins a little bit. And it's time for Matt to stand up for Kim, because he says he loves her and he wants to marry her, but he lets his mom Kelly treat Kim like shit. And you know what? Kim doesn't deserve that treatment. I understand the mom has her own issues that she needs to work out, and I hope she gets the professional help she needs, and Kim doesn't deserve to have these feelings projected onto her. But now that I've psychoanalyzed these three strangers, what do you guys think? I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments. Do you enjoy this revival of Hey, Let's Not Kiss Our Family? And in general, if you'd like to see me talk about anything in particular going forward, I have a Google form linked in the description where you could submit potential video ideas. I want to make sure that I am making stuff that you want to see, in addition to making stuff that I enjoy making. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a tiny, tiny thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thank you again to Dipsea Stories for sponsoring today's video. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time with, I don't know, a brand new video. Bye!